guys. All right? 1, 2, 3.
It's homecoming. The season is almost over. The Rampants are 4-3. This game is crucial. A win will guarantee a trip to the state playoffs and a chance to win their 5th high school state championship.
Just went straight down the field and you lost it.
But Coach Life knows it's not going to be easy. They've lost to rival Hoggard High for the past 3 years. A losing streak that began the day Jaquan Waller died in 2008.
If you guys do well, is that going to help get you through this rough patch has been stuck around for a few years?
These guys were freshmen that year. They were here. They spent time with Jaquan. They knew him. But yeah, I mean, it would be great. It's a huge goal for us.
I find Gray Dixon right before the game. His head is healed.
How big a deal is this game tonight? I mean, it could possibly be our last home game, so that's a pretty big deal.
And on the field, athletic trainer Becky Grant.
Is culture changing, you think? I mean, people starting to understand?
Yeah. You don't hear, oh, he's just got a bell ringer anymore. I think more people are noticing, more people are realizing how serious of an injury it could be.
This season, athletic trainers like Becky have diagnosed more concussions than ever before in this county. And that's good news, because fewer head injuries are going undiagnosed and untreated, like the ones that killed Jaquan Waller.
It is a collision sport. Injuries are going to happen, but there's somebody there for that, to hopefully, again, prevent or assess those major injuries so that they don't become catastrophic.
And so far, no severe head injuries, no cases of post-concussion syndrome. A life-saving lesson for high school programs across the country. County Doctor Brock Neisler.
Given all that you've seen, should a high school allow its students to play football unless they have those medical resources?
If it was my kid, I would be hesitant to have my kid play in an environment that's not properly supervised by an athletic trainer. Should athletic trainers be at every practice and every game if you're playing high school football?
Yeah.
And it's true here. What about all the other high schools in the country?
You got to find a way.
For School Superintendent Beverly Reed, it's been worth every penny.
I don't ever want to be at the helm and lose a child this way. We certainly want to be in a position to say we've done everything possible in our district.
This is an important safety piece of legislation on behalf of these members and these families for America.
And now that North Carolina's governor signed a new concussion awareness law named after Jaquan Waller and Matthew Gaffeller, who also died from a football head injury in 2008, the rest of North Carolina will be required to adopt many of the safety measures Reap's district adopted. And they're not alone. 35 other states and the District of Columbia have anti-concussion legislation that they're hoping will make their children safer. For Jaquan's brother, who was at the bill signing, it's a comforting legacy of a devastating tragedy.
It's going to prevent a lot of people, a lot of athletes, a lot of families from going through the same thing that we had to go through with Jaquan's situation.
And when we check back in with A.J. Flores, we're again reminded just how devastating concussions can be on the living.
I didn't want to go to the hospital with a migraine, but, they said that I needed to, and it was...
He's struggling now. His once mild headaches are often becoming debilitating migraines.
It felt like I got hit, and I didn't get hit. Like it was like a ringing, like a just like pounding, like a bad concussion, like one of the worst I've ever had. It was just awful.
But despite the agony, he lives with the pain. He still has a job. He goes to college.
I've grown a lot from it. I'm starting to become, hopefully the man my parents want me to be one day. And this was, is a bump in the road, but it's a bump that I've gotten through, and then I'm going to, push forward through.
AJ's also still a football fan, especially at this crucial homecoming game against Hoggard. It was the last team Jaquan Waller ever played.
Still hits us hard. Still think about him a lot? All the time. He was a good friend. Yeah, good friend.
I do think about him, and still have Jaquan's number on my phone. We try not to forget. But you do have to move on. We try to do things the best way we can now to keep our kids as safe as possible.
With Jaquan on everyone's mind, the Rampants take to the field. With home field advantage, the Rampants play hard. Number 34, Gray Dixon, has an interception. And amazingly, they run away with it. A shutout, 21-0. They've finally beaten the team they lost so much to in 2008.
Man, I tell you what, I asked for a signature win. That was nice right there. What was that, 4 takeaways?